Part 2. I don't know if law enforcement work is more dangerous now than what it used to be or not. I know when I first took office, you'd have a fist fight somewheres, and you'd go to break it up, and they'd offer to fight you. And sometimes you had to accommodate 'em. They wouldn't have it no other way, and you'd better not lose neither. You don't see that so much no more, but maybe you see worse. I had a man pull a gun on me one time, and it happened that I grabbed it just as he went to fire, and the plunger on the hammer went right through the fleshy part of my thumb. You can see the mark of it there. But that man had every intention of killing me. A few years ago, and it wasn't that many neither, I was going out one of these little 2-lane blacktop roads of a night, and I come up on a pickup truck that they was 2 old boys settin' in the bed of it. They kindly blinked in the lights, and I backed off some. But the truck had Coahuila plates on it, and I thought, well, I need to stop these old boys and take a look. So I hit the lights, and whenever I done that, I seen the slider window in the back of the cab open, and here comes somebody passing a shotgun out the window to the old boys settin' in the bed of the truck. I'll tell you right now, I hit them brakes with both feet. It skidded the unit sideways to where the lights was going out into the brush, but the last thing I seen in the bed of the truck was the old boy putting that shotgun to his shoulder. I hit the seat, and I just had hit it when here come the windshield all over me in them little bitty pieces they break up into. I still had one foot on the brake, and I could feel the cruiser sliding down into the bar ditch, and I thought it was going to roll, but it didn't. It filled the car just full of dirt. The old boy, he opened up on me twice more and shot all the glass out of one side of the cruiser, and by then I'd come to a stop, and I laid there in the seat, had my pistol out. And I heard that pickup leave out, and I raised up and fired several shots at the tail lights, but they was long gone. Point being, you don't know what all you're stopping when you do stop somebody. You take out on the highway. You walk up to a car, and you don't know what you're liable to find. I sat there in that cruiser for a long time. The motor had died, but the lights was still on. Cab full of glass and dirt. I got out and kindly shook myself off and got back in and just sat there, just kindly collecting my thoughts. Windshield wipers hanging in on the dashboard. I turned off the lights, and I just sat there. You take somebody that will actually throw down on a law enforcement officer and open fire, you have got some very serious people. I never saw that truck again. Nobody else did neither. Or not them plates no ways. Maybe I should have took out after it or tried to, I don't know. I drove back to Sanderson and pulled in at the cafe, and I'll tell you, they come from all over to see that cruiser. It was shot just full of holes. Looked like the Bonnie and Clyde car. I didn't have a mark on me, not even from all that glass. I was criticized for that, too. Parking there like I'd done, they said I was showing out. Well, maybe I was. But I needed that cup of coffee, too, I'll tell you. I read the papers every morning. Mostly, I suppose, just to try and figure out what might be headed this way. Not that I've done all that good a job at heading it off. It keeps getting harder. Here a while back, there was 2 boys run into one another, and one of 'em was from California and one from Florida. And they met somewheres or other in between. And then they set out together, traveling around the country, killing people. I forget how many they did kill. Now, what are the chances of a thing like that? Them 2 had never laid eyes on one another. There can't be that many of 'em. I don't think. Well, we don't know. Here, the other day, there was a woman put her baby in a trash compactor. Who would think of such a thing? My wife won't read the papers no more. She's probably right. She generally is. Belle climbed the rear steps of the